Big white hand man.
Oh, what the fuck?
Hey up, it's Benjamino. Yes, I do have a spot on my forehead, alright. Can you just not... If I see one comment about it, alright, I'm not making a video ever again. SCB 1 happened yesterday. Finally happened. I can't believe it. I'm gassed to talk about it. This isn't an official breakdown of the event, by the way. That's going to come later. I just want to get my initial thoughts on it because it's the night after and it's fresh. It's there. Alright, it's like a Greg's pasty. A day old and fucking stale already. No, I'm joking. But anyway, SCB just happened and I have some thoughts on it, to say the least. If you don't know, if you've not been following any of the content I've been making, I started this YouTube channel by making interviews for small creator boxing for SCB. My first ever official video under the Benjamino brand was an interview with one of the CEOs of the UK side of SCB. My second video was an interview with Tobster, and my third video was an interview with Aaron the Carrot. So I just want to say I really appreciate everything that SCB has done for the small creators and just the community in general. And I feel like the event, the fights, everything turned out good in the end. However, there were a few major flaws, and it goes without saying, everybody involved, they already know this. They already know what went wrong and what needs to be fixed. There's been a lot of hype regarding SCB, just unfortunately, when it came down to this first event, the actual stream itself, it kind of flopped at first. And like I said, I've been making some SCB content for a little while. You know, I was supposed to be there at this event as sort of like a Fred Beck of the small creator boxing world. Maybe I'm just sucking myself off there a little bit. Yeah, I was supposed to go there and I was supposed to do some interviews, and I wanted to do these interviews in person. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it in the end. I'd booked my coach, I'd travelled all the way over to Leeds to get my coach and everything, and ended up missing it because of traffic. Yep, that's it. Pretty fucking annoying, to be honest, to say the least. I worked all that, you know, I worked really hard creating promo, doing interviews, all this shit for like 2 months for that, just to not be able to go, you know. Spent money on a ticket, 22 quid for a coach ticket, by the way. Not cheap. Don't know clue why it was so expensive on that day. Every other day it was like 8 quid. Boris, it's your fault, Boris. I don't think he's the Prime Minister anymore, is he? I got given the role of ring announcer. Very last minute, very last minute. And I'm not gonna lie, that's a big role. That is a big thing. That's a big opportunity. All right. One cool thing about SCB is the fact that there was a lot of big eyes on it. You know, being a ring announcer would get me seen. Mams Taylor, Anthony Taylor, Dank Cube. Anybody? I hope that didn't sound like a mean thing. I think Dank Cube's fucking amazing. But as it turned out, missed my coach, couldn't go. Anyway, that's that out of the way. The event itself, the in-person experience, from what I've seen, looked pretty cool. Looked genuinely good, alright? But SCB was streamed to the YouTube channel. There was a lot of hype regarding this, a lot of people watching. Expectations were very high. There was a lot of technical difficulties. The stream started and immediately it was apparent that the quality of it was fucking abhorrent, alright? There's no way to you can't sugarcoat shit, alright? The audio was unlistenable. It was an L. It was a big L. You know, it was a very small team. Granted, there was a lot of, you know, pullouts and a lot of media dropouts. People who were supposed to work on the stream ended up not turning up. There was less people to help out with the stream. Very bad start. Very bad start. All you could really see was pixels, bro. I mean, it was like 240p. You could make out what was going on, but it's not what you'd expect, right? The audio, however, was worse. It was so bad. You couldn't hear a thing. The audio is so muffled, so ridiculously quiet that you can barely hear anything. You can imagine there was a lot of people in the live chat roasting the fuck out of the event, roasting the fuck out of the stream, and everybody involved. Unfortunately, a lot of people involved ended up getting a lot of hate from it, a lot of backlash, and just a lot of fucking dickheads being cunts, man. What ended up happening was, obviously they noticed people weren't vibing with it. Behind the scenes, you know, we were all kind of losing our minds a little bit in the group chat, just trying to figure out what's going on and how we can save this, basically. And nobody could get in touch with Connor or anything, which is to be expected because he's trying to run an event, right? So it was a little bit hard, but you know, we ended up getting through to them. They saw the backlash, obviously, and they decided it would be best to end the stream. So the stream ended. Unfortunately, 1.2k people had already seen it, and then, you know, a little bit of time had passed. There was a lot of people freaking out on Twitter over it. Connor and Nathan at SCB uploaded an explanation and apology to Twitter in video form. They just like reassuring everybody that they'll be back very, very soon and that the stream's going to start again. They just need to fix everything. It took probably another hour or 40 minutes, maybe. I don't really remember, maybe more, to be honest. It started back up again, and at first, it really didn't look like anything had been fixed at all. It looked the exact same. The audio sounded the exact same. So as you can imagine, again, more backlash ensued, so much worse than last time, and nobody was enjoying the prelims in the slightest. If anything, they were just technical spars. Orville McKenzie, the pro boxer, fighting on this card. But to be fair, he had a few spars in the night, you know, not that cool, and he lost the spars. But anyway, back to the stream. They decided it would be best to end the stream again, and then the cameras died. By the time they finally got the stream up, it looked the same. Only this time, you guessed it, the audio was a little bit better. Only this time, they actually had proper microphones. You could actually hear what was going on, which was good. So now we had commentary. All right, the video quality, however, was still abhorrent. Looked like a fucking Nintendo DS. You could almost hear what was going on in the actual ring itself. Still not really though. When the fighters did the ring walks, you couldn't hear the music that was playing. Kind of made it a little bit awkward to watch. By the time the fights actually happened though, and the stream was more stable than it had ever been, I think they clutched it. I think they saved it. Right, the fights themselves did not disappoint, in my opinion. There were a fair few upsets on the night, and things just nobody expected to happen. Now, I just want to take this second to say, everybody who got in that ring, you did fucking incredible. All right, you showed heart, courage, determination, strength, and boxing IQ and technique, and every one of you looked good in that ring, in my opinion. I think you all did great. Speaking about things nobody expected to happen, remember the two lads I was on about that I interviewed earlier? Tobster and Aaron the Carrot went to fucking war last night. Everybody expected Tobster to pull out that W and just fucking walk through Aaron. If you go back to the face-off and my interview with Aaron as well, he says a lot that he doesn't care if he gets knocked out. He even said in my interview that he's had no boxing training, no boxing experience other than a fight he had 2 years ago. So he played it off like he just did not care if he was going to lose. He was very nonchalant about it as well, whereas Tobster was more serious, you know, he was more grounded with it. And everybody really expected him to pull through. There's one thing I've said since day one about Aaron, all right? Don't underestimate him, because I genuinely feel like he's hiding something. And what did we see? What did we see from him? Aaron came through that night and did a fucking madness. I'm just glad that I saw that he was capable of it, because it's just cool, isn't it? Like, to be able to predict something like that, it's just cool. I just knew it. I'm sick. I'm too sick. I'm too good. I'm good at this stuff, man. And when Tobster comes back, when Tobster enters that ring again, anybody that fights him, I think, will get fucked up. Call it bias, call it a gut feeling. What happened last time I had a gut feeling. Overall, the event turned out well, you know. I feel like they managed to save something that genuinely looked done for a minute, you know. So I just need to say shout out to everybody involved. Everybody involved in the media team, Connor, Nathan, Ethan, all of you. You did great, and I'm proud of you all, genuinely. I'm so proud. I genuinely wish I could have been there and I could have met you all on that day. Oh shit. So I could have been a part of it, could have ring announced, could have interviewed, could have had a good time, could have made some cool friends in person, you know what I mean? And yeah, it would have been great. But I'll get to see some of you next week at Misfits 4 in London, so you know, we can make up for it there. And then SCB 2, maybe I'll fight on it. Maybe it'll be SCB 3. I don't really know yet. I'm in training soon, so we'll see. Yeah, there were a lot more that happened. There were a lot more that happened that I want to talk about, but I feel like I want to make separate videos on them. For example, Finn's fight with Logan. I really, really want to make a video on that one, because that fight was incredible. That was fucking insane from both of them, and they both did great. And I want to make a video on that one. But yeah, just expect some more grandiose. Expect some different content to come out of it. If you were subscribed for the Memulous video, expect stuff like that to come, you know, just better. Because I genuinely didn't even try that hard with the Memulous video, and the fact that some of you liked that one, I thought it was funny, I thought that I was funny. I mean, you said it, not me. That fills me with hope that when I actually try on a video like that you will definitely think I'm funny, maybe. I don't know, I hope. Is this just false hope? Are you lying to me? I don't know. We'll find out in the next one.